Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 19 at 6. I'm Alicia Nieves. The search continues tonight for the person who killed a father and son from Sumter. 73-year-old Steve Johnson and his 46-year-old son Sparky died Friday after an attempted robbery at a Myrtle Beach area bingo parlor. It happened at Waccamaw Bingo in Horry County. The area coroner says the pair owned the bingo hall. The suspect is still on the streets tonight. If you have any information you think can help in this investigation, call police. A Hopkins man is dead after a shooting at a Columbia apartment complex. It happened last night after 10 o'clock at the Lakeshore Village Apartments off Garners Ferry Road. Details are limited at this time, but we do know one man was shot and taken to the hospital where he later died. He's been identified as 20-year-old Emmett Hart. This case remains under investigation. No word on what led up to the shooting. Time now for a check of your Midlands forecast. Danielle, it looks like those cooler summer days are over, right?
Yeah, unfortunately so. Today was great though. A high of 91 degrees here in Columbia and sunny skies throughout. There's hard to find anything on our Doppler radar and satellite. Just a couple clouds in the sky. We're going to do the same thing tomorrow. So over the next couple of hours, we're going to drop into the upper 70s around midnight and then dropping into the 60s again tonight. So one more cool night before things do start to increase. We're back to the mid 90s tomorrow. We'll have your full 7-day forecast coming up. Alicia?
All right, Danielle, thank you very much. In Orangeburg County, deputies need your help finding a man who's been missing since Wednesday. Investigators are looking for 63-year-old Willie Lee Pinckney. He was last seen in the 400 block of Eastwood Circle. Investigators say Pinckney has several medical issues and it's important to find him soon. You can call Crime Stoppers with any information. That number, as always, 1-888-CRIME-SC. So far, South Carolina drivers collected only 5% of their gas tax rebates. In July, the state set aside $40 million for rebates after raising the gas tax to improve roads. Officials say so far, only $2 million was collected. Drivers had to save receipts for gas and maintenance and turn them in with gas tax forms to get back the extra 2 cents per gallon. The rebate was key to getting the gas tax increase passed in 2017. The Revenue Department told the Post and Courier about 80,000 people requested the rebate of $24 each. The unclaimed money goes back to the State Department of Transportation. The U.S. Census Bureau needs workers, and tomorrow is the day you can apply in person. The Bureau plans to hire more than 6,000 people across Richland, Lexington, and Kershaw counties. Work begins next month, and positions pay about $15 an hour plus mileage. Applications are available on the Census website, or you can apply at a job fair happening tomorrow in front of Columbia City Hall. That's from 10 to 3. We also have a link to the online application on WLTX.com. More than 100 students in juvenile jails across the state are getting their high school diplomas. A ceremony with caps and gowns will be Wednesday at the agency's main prison in Columbia. The DJJ director says this is an important step showing that education can change the direction of your life. The agency has fewer high school graduates compared to years past. Officials say 2/3 of the offenders in juvenile prisons are in 8th and 9th grade, and most are on track to finish high school. A 5-year-old boy is being called a hero after saving 13 people from a Chicago house fire. The family was sleeping when Jaden Espinosa woke up to smoke and flames just before 4 a.m. yesterday. Jaden sprung into action and alerted his 2 sisters and 3 cousins to the danger. He then went on to warn other family members in the home. Firefighters say in total, 7 adults and 6 children were left homeless after the fire.
He's happy that his auntie's fine, and he said that God has a plan. God has a plan and everything will be okay.
Yes, I smelled the smoke and I get up and I went outside. I was scared. I get up and I'm out of here. What do you think?
Thankfully, no injuries were reported. Jaden's mom credits his heroic acts to fire drills at his school, saying he knew what to do and was even reminding the others to stop, drop, and roll. President Trump tweeted again today about Maryland Representative Elijah Cummings and his Baltimore district, a day after his tweets raised an outcry. The president tweeted several times about Cummings, including one calling the congressman a racist. Nicole Killian has the latest from the White House.
President Trump doubled down in his attacks on Maryland Congressman Elijah Cummings and his Baltimore district while defending himself. There is nothing racist in stating plainly what most people already know, that Elijah Cummings has done a terrible job for the people of his district and of Baltimore itself, the president tweeted on Sunday. Widespread backlash continues to mount after the president on Saturday called Cummings' district a disgusting rat and rodent-infested mess where no human being would want to live.
Unbelievable that we have a president of the United States who attacks American cities, who attacks Americans.
The headline of a scathing editorial in the Baltimore Sun reads, "Better to have a few rats than to be one." On CBS Face the Nation, White House Acting Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney said the tweets were not racist.
The president is pushing back against what he sees as wrong. It's how he's done in the past, and he'll continue to do it in the future.
Mulvaney says President Trump is reacting to Cummings' comments about conditions at federal migrant detention centers at the border.
Cummings had this recent exchange during a hearing with Acting Homeland Security Secretary Kevin McAleenan.
We're doing our level best in a very challenging.
What does that mean? What does that mean when a child is sitting in their own feces, can't take a shower? Come on, man.
Cummings, who is chairman of the House Oversight Committee, is leading multiple investigations aimed at the president. Nicole Killian, CBS News, the White House.
Representative Cummings' district is just over 50% African American and includes a large portion of Baltimore. It is home to the national headquarters of the NAACP and Johns Hopkins University. On Face the Nation this morning, acting White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney from South Carolina also defended the president's tweets about Representative Cummings. He said Cummings is wasting his time investigating how to impeach President Trump.
They have real abject poverty in Baltimore. I think the president wants folks to know that, look, instead of dealing with those issues, Mr. Cummings is spending all of his time on this impeachment inquiry, which is, we all know, is going nowhere. So it's the Democrats have a chance to actually focus on things that matter. Instead, they're working on scandal, and I think the president is doing everything he can to highlight that.
But you know, though, that this is a majority black.
Russi Taylor, the voice of Disney's much-loved Minnie Mouse character, has died. Disney reports Taylor passed away Friday. She provided the voice of Minnie Mouse for over 30 years and also appeared in countless other cartoon roles, including a character in The Simpsons. In '91, Taylor married Wayne Allwine, who voiced Minnie's on-screen companion, Mickey Mouse. Taylor was 75 years old. Coming up next on News 19 at 6, your work week forecast with meteorologist Danielle Miller. Plus,
air conditioner repairs are costing some homeowners hundreds and even thousands of dollars. I'm Diane King Hall, and I'll tell you why.
millions of Americans are keeping cool this summer thanks to air conditioning in their home, but some may be surprised to find out the coolant inside older units is being phased out. That has homeowners paying high prices to recharge or replace their air conditioners. Diane King Hall reports.
The air conditioning business is heating up for workers at Air Group. That's because the coolant inside many older AC units will soon be obsolete.
We're converting an air conditioning system from R22, which is the old refrigerant, to R410A, which is the environmentally friendly replacement.
On January 1st, 2020, the Environmental Protection Agency is banning the production of R22 gas, which is known as Freon and helps create cool air.
R22 is very efficient, but it has a chlorine base, which is ozone depleting. So it's been deemed, bad for the environment.
Homeowners that need to refill their units are seeing prices of R22 soar because supplies are so low. What used to cost a few $100s can now run up to $1,600. Newer air conditioners typically use the environmentally friendly R410, which can't be used in old systems.
I would say if they're having issues with the system, the cost factors for repairs become exorbitant, and you're throwing good money after bad.
Replacing old R22 units can run anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000, depending on the size of the job. Diane King Hall, CBS News, New York.
The government is offering a tax break of up to $5,000 for businesses replacing their commercial AC systems, but homeowners are not eligible. And Danielle, we know air conditioners are definitely going to be a necessity this week.
Yes, for sure. With temperatures above 90 degrees, my AC is cranked all the way up.
That's our time for News 19 at 6. We'll see you right back here tonight at 11.
For your news and weather anytime, download the WLTX News 19 mobile app. Find it on Google Play and in the App Store.